Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up, my
I'm here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man.
I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack.
Story, man.
I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack.
Story, man.
I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything.
No, you weren't.
Laying on the
Built
floor.
the place. I haven't seen a Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people.
I'm having a heart attack, but I can't.
Period. No, you weren't. Touch place. I haven't seen a Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people.
I'm having a heart attack, but I can't.
Period. No, you weren't. Touch place. I haven't seen a Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people.
Heart attack, but I can't.
Period. No, you weren't. Touch place. I haven't seen a Hopi in
No,
thousands
it's
of
not
years. Don't make
horrible.
fun of my people.
I'm just saying there's a lot of...
Here's what you did. But I mean,
No, it's not
Don't make fun of my
I'm
people.
just saying there's a lot of...
here's what you did. But I mean, British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of the Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of the moon. Third phase of the moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top for you.
All right. Oh, no. I forgot to change the screen. How you guys doing? All right? What are we doing? Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Well, it's October 25th. 2021? Yeah, 2021. Oh, yeah. It's almost over. The year. It's almost over. The week's just starting out, and I apologize to all my 9-to-5ers out there. I know what it's like. Been there. Didn't really care for it. Don't like it. Not for me. I'm going to try some here. There, I think I helped my head. I was a little glossy, huh? The edges were coming out weird. So, it is Monday. It is the 25th. We are rolling into the week of Halloween, where this week we will be talking about the same stuff we always talk about. Nothing different, really. But I am going to throw in a Halloween show for you kids on Sunday. That's going to be a good show. I don't know. I may go a little earlier. I may do it at exactly the time the sun sets. Or do we do it at 3 a.m.? Maybe we should. Maybe we should do something creepy cool. Maybe we should call people that are sleeping. Nah. I don't know. We'll think of something. But I'm doing a Halloween show. I don't think I'll do I don't know if I'll go every day this week. Maybe take Friday off. Friday? Friday's a good day, right? What's that? I didn't miss anything. Nope. But tonight we're going to talk about a little bit multiple universes. Is it Hallowed Earth or Hollowed Earth? Hollowed Earth? Have you seen the TV show La Brea? Like the La Brea tar pits in California? It's pretty bad, the acting. Even the writing's a little corny, but I like to sit there and just imagine what it would be like to be 10,000 years in the past. Spoiler alerts! Spoiler alerts. For those of you still watching, I'm only up to episode 3 too, just like you. But it's amazing. This big pit opens up at the La Brea tar pits, right? And all these people and cars and everything just gone, a city block wide. Gone. But after everything falls into the earth, some flying birds with teeth that look like dinosaurs came out of the hole and started flying around LA. And then there's a guy who has a psychic connection because he saw bright lights while flying his airplane 3 years prior. 4 years. It's pretty stupid, actually. It's pretty stupid. Yeah, they figure it out. Everybody figures it out at the same time. Where are we? How could we have fallen all these feet and nobody got killed? I don't understand. How's that even possible? We'll talk about that a little bit. I wonder if there are multiple universes. Multiple, is that the same as a multiple dimension, though? William Bridges with a $10 super chat that says, no bowls, no sauce. Nothing, Ma. Ma! Bridges don't want any. She said, too bad. They're already being made. All right, we'll give them to somebody else. She's sending them to Uber to you. So, whenever. They're already gone. They're already gone. You should be hearing your doorbell ring any second. Let me know. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. That goes right into the GUFON road trip fund that we're trying to do in November. And I say trying because I want to fly out there. I don't want to drive, but thank you, Mr. Bridges. Mucho gusto, generoso, continuing supporter of GUFON. Let me know when that doorbell rings, okay? Capiche? Ho, hey, all right. It's a one capiche show. This is phenomenal. Roll call. What? B. Baker in the house. Welcome to the show. Mikey Gematria. I hate when I get it wrong, so I do it both ways. Welcome to the show. William Bridges, welcome to the show. Gigi Abby Lynn, welcome to the show. Paul Fahey, welcome to the show. Abe Froman, maybe or maybe not the Sausage King of Chicago. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Cindy Lou, welcome to the show. First Floor Audio Lee, welcome to the show. Hey Walt, what's up, Mr. Corbin? Welcome to the show. Who's this? Hey, already did you. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. 30 seconds. Barry H. White, welcome to the show. Jill Tate, welcome to the show. The Gorilla Gamer, welcome to the show. Hey, Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios, welcome to the show on 93.3 FM. Frapsap, welcome to the show. You realize, Hellfire, I got to do it that way every time. Bob M, Big Bob Little M, welcome to the show. 700 Weed Killers here. What's up, man? Or ma'am? It's dude. Sir Wolf 3 said welcome to the show. 2, 1. All right, let's see who's straggling through the front door. Damien, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. IR Film, welcome to the show. Tim Frick, welcome to the show. Ash Dobbs, welcome to the show. That covers it all. Shadi Panoran, welcome to the show. Red Storm 1, welcome to the show. That ends it. So if I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't like you. Lord Ludicrous Plaid, welcome to the show. It just means, you know, Ben Yorkshire, welcome to the show. Skipped over it. Hey, what's up, Delete? Gotta say that name. Welcome. Andy Gambino, welcome to the show. You got to always say hi. So, Brian McAllister, welcome to the show. That's it. Shinjoji, had to say that. Welcome to the John Hitz, welcome to the show. I can't stop. All right, I'm done. Where's my... Oh, I meant to get a sip before, and I just hovered. Why is that cream of the crop rise to the top? Well said. John Hintz. Or is it Hines? I had to mute you. I slopped that down. I would never do that in front of you. You can help support GUFON with the Super Chat, Super Sticker, even a PayPal or a Cash App. You could even join patrons. I mean, all the links are in the description and the About section on the channel. It's the only way we stay alive. I mean, it's the only way. How else could I do all these things without your help, without you? So please, help support GUFON. That was passionate. Pretty good. Passion of the rich. All right. You know, this guy, man. This UFO Jesus, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. He's the best magician in ufology. The best. Anybody who takes the words, I mean, we do that here, but we're like a news agency, you know, we're not the blogger or vlogger. And maybe we're a long version of it. We talk about many things. We just don't stick to Lue and the gang. Hey, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, right? Remember when he used to wear the kimono? I went and bought one, and I bought a small instead of an XL. I made the mistake. I checked. Idiot. I still have it. I was supposed to give it to Lisa, I think. Lisa Marie. Hey, if she wants it. Yeah, but you know what? We'll never get to see it on you. That's the whole thing. That's the joke. Is I send it to somebody, they take a picture of themselves wearing it. I don't even know who you are. Really, I don't. I don't know anybody. All right, what happened to my screen here? Come on now. All right, somebody's the Matrix. All right, let's get that out of there. I don't understand what just happened. This should never happen. That's it? Where's the rest of my stuff? Not gonna. So, are there multiple universes? A hollowed earth? I really don't know. Atlantis was the other one. I used to believe in it. But as time goes on, that belief in Atlantis has definitely waned. That for me has left. I don't have much faith in it. But, you know, people are saying it's on this mountain in Spain, I think. And I watched this documentary on it. Made me want to say, all right, let's pull some memories out of that area then. Show me Caesar's head. Not Caesar. You know, something like that. What would his name be? Aquarian? Yeah, I want to see an Aquarian. Why would they call themselves Aquarians? Hollowed Earth. Now, I saw a video today, and these people were asking, why is it illegal or forbidden or hidden from the public to fly over the center of the poles. Is it the North Pole or is it the South Pole? See, I thought hallowed earth was at the sallow. I'll be here all night. Just call me Rich Biden. That's it. That's me. Don't say that. Wow. We're not even 5 minutes old, and I've already Bidened out. I've Bidened out. Ma. No meatballs for me. No meatballs for me. What was this? What was Biden doing the other day? What was this? A TP for my bunghole. He was standing there with his fists clenched like Atari 2600 boxing. That was so Biden. All right, do not say, let's go, you know what. You don't say it because we're going to have to remove it. So don't say it. You know, because everybody knows what it means. And I don't want to be... I want that on the channel. He's a rock'em sock'em robot, right, Gorilla Gamer? Of course you would figure that one out. That's it. It's sad. It really is. It's sad for everybody. That's why they didn't... Well, I don't want to get into it, but it's why they didn't want to have him talk a lot early on in the presidency, but I think he just said, I'm the president of the United States. And if I want to go out and talk, I will. Okay, Mr. President, go ahead. F it up for everybody. We got a good thing. Joe, where's he going? But a hollowed earth is a tough one. Hollowed earth is a tough one. Because you're saying, and in the TV show, it's amazing at the La Brea thing if you're watching it. It's fun to watch. I do. I recommend it because it's different. And I like different. And it's bad acting. Oh, God. I wish I could just sit here and talk about how bad it is. They have every cliche you could think of. Not going to say anything else. But, yeah. Then there were saber-toothed tigers that attacked people. They try to make it like a Lost meets every other show like Lost. They try to make it like a Lost type of show, almost as if it's like what's the one? The Dome, not the Mist, the Dome. Kind of reminds me of that. But there's some cool plot lines going on. I don't mind it. It's good entertainment, especially when you're a little high. I like to think. I let my mind expand. That's why we're all here. I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing? Hey, alien girl, what's up? Que pasta, huh? Hey, ho. With the 111. Hey, ho, Dark Hour Paranormal, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Oh, Stan the Man. You did it. You made it. I didn't think you'd be here. I'm glad we had that talk. I'm joking. We didn't talk. Good job. Good job. Hey, Sally Bong Sal. Oh, that was... Hey, I went to Damien Smokey when I pressed down on it. Press down on it. Hey, World in Chaos. What do you say? What do you be? And Caputo. Where are we? Well, we're with too much information, but thanks for asking. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. Ian Burwell, welcome to the show. What's up, Dan R? All right, I can't keep doing it. Minnie Main! I always see you at the end of the show, right? I always see you when I put the names and I say goodbye. I always see Minnie Main in there. Nice to see you again. Frapsap. Frapsappuccino. That's one of my favorite names. I know you don't like it, because it's disrespectful, but that's what we do here. No, we don't. And then the final big one is this, and it's not new because I'm going to show you one of the videos here in a second about multiple universes, which has been brought up by the NASA guy, Bill, whatever. You know? It's not new. NASA said this while back. Yes, NASA said this while back. I left out the A. I'm going all Biden tonight. I'm all Biden. Hold on. Wait. Do. Da. Da. That's what I say to you. Do. Da. Is what Biden will say to you. Do you hear me? No. Do you see me? Yeah. The dude. He can't talk a lot. He's gonna stutter like a robot. That's broken. Boo doo. Here we go. Da. Here's the video. Do.
Was one of the scientific sensations of the year 2020. For the first time, evidence was presented for the existence of a parallel universe. As though that weren't enough, the universe was described precisely. It is said to have originated at the same time as our universe and to be a direct mirror of it.
Okay, you see what he's saying, kids? Another universe became itself when we became a universe. Is that what he said? What did I invent? I like when I invent stuff. What did I invent? See, I don't like, these are like 20 seconds delayed. What did I invent, John? What did I invent? Oh, the do. Yeah. That's interesting. See? I never knew that other dimensions were made at the beginning of our creation. I think that's what he said. I hate to replay stuff, but I'm a little bit Bidened out today, so ha.
Evidence was presented for the existence of a parallel universe. As though that weren't enough, the universe was described precisely. It is said to have originated at the same time as our universe and to be a direct mirror of it. That means that, from our point of view, time runs backwards in the parallel universe. If you assume this theory comes from unserious, tinfoil hattists or conspiracy theorists, you're wrong.
Wait, what? Wait a second. Come on, man. You're telling me other universes run backwards in time?
And to be a direct mirror of it. That means that, from our point of view, time runs backwards in the parallel universe.
From our point of view, time runs backwards in a parallel universe. I said that. Okay. I don't understand this. If time is running backwards in a parallel universe, from our perspective, then it's not a parallel universe, huh? They proved it to be wrong. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, maybe he'll figure it out for us here.
If you assume...
I can't play it, the whole thing. You know, I've got like maybe a minute to play.
This theory comes from unserious, tinfoil hattists or conspiracy theorists, you're wrong. Because none other than NASA scientists have presented this sensational thesis.
Come on.
In this video, we'll give you all the information you need to understand the theory of the parallel universe.
Too bad you won't be able to hear it because, you know, I can only play so much. Well, we'll skip around and take a second from here and there. What does this say?
Let's return to the starting point. At the beginning of this video, we told you that NASA scientists have found possible evidence for a parallel universe. It's now worth taking a look at the experiments that led to this conclusion.
Capcom. They made great games, right? Oh, see, this is just getting good. What'd they do, drill a hole?
Taking place in Antarctica. With the help of helium balloons, special radio antennas are brought up more than 20 miles above the Earth's surface to take measurements. Specifically, the focus is on inconspicuous tiny particles called neutrinos.
I don't know about you, but now I'm totally blown away. They've talked about 3 different things. I have no idea what the answers are, and I can't play any more for you. Do you see the quandary here? I don't know where to go from here. Other universes, ooh, okay, I get it. If I was as smart as alien scientists, maybe I could tell you more. All I can do is theorize like a layman. That's all I am. I'm a layman Biden. See? I'm a layman Biden. Boy. But anyway, it is what it is, so we'll figure it out. And I think somebody said in the chat room that they disproved that time ran backwards because it doesn't make sense, and I don't believe it anyway. But for a goof, we could play devil's advocate, as the kids say, and think about what that would look like. A parallel universe. All you have to do is something slightly different, and everything is like a butterfly effect, I assume. Yeah, let's say I sneezed, and that sneeze made somebody jump, I scared them, and they threw their coffee on a waiter's pants passing by. Well, that waiter was apparently going to get off his shift and go meet somebody, and it was real important that he had to meet him or the relationship's over. Well, because of his pants getting all wet, he tried to dry him up. Oh, that's it. That is it. There's no more Biden rich. It's over. Nope. No more. What are you guys? Are you kidding me? Everything's all right? Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Just, I'm not used to this Biden thing. It's new. Nah, it's not. It's been happening for a while. You've all seen it. He's got some good days. Some other days they're still good, but not as good. I can't even talk about it. I just can't. What if we lived in a parallel universe? The truth nobody's telling you about the multiverse theory is a video I'm going to play. They may have some answers for us. Let's take a listen to this one. You don't think I have a plan for tonight's show? You know I can't talk in depth about this stuff, but videos can speak volumes because they do all the work for me. And you're going to now watch a video that kind of explains, let me get it there, some things we need to know about. Here we go. In 3, 2, and goosh.
By science. However, with tremendous advances in science, quantum physicists began to unravel the mysteries of the universe and discovered that perhaps hidden realities exist in some higher dimension we are unaware of. Though the concept of a completely parallel universe to our own, where there is another me, you, and everyone else on Earth may stretch credulity, current physics actually supports this could be the case. The term multiverse was created to suggest that perhaps there are many or an infinite number of other universes to our own. You may be surprised to know this, but there are actually 5 separate subset theories that posit we could live in a multiverse. I'll name each one for you, but we don't have time to get into the details of each. They are the infinite universe theory, bubble universes, parallel universes, daughter universes, and mathematical universes. For the sake of clarity, and for the remainder of this video, I'll use the terms parallel universe, parallel reality, and the multiverse.
You see what you did? You see what happened? Now look what happened. Now I gotta stop the video. I didn't even know what anybody said. I'm over the limit. I can't play another second. I'm probably gonna get dinged. because of Brandon phrases. How many times I gotta say it? Stop with the Brandon phrases. You have to. Hey, I think it's funny. It's a good joke. I get it. It just can't happen. So if you did it, remove it. If not, we'll remove it for you, huh? All right. Why do you got to make me stop the show for that? It's common sense. I know, it's not common sense. It isn't. Yeah, it's not. I understand. It's fun. Hey, when you say, let's go rich, ho ho. That's like saying it twice, because I'm saying it. And I know what you mean. That's twice. Hey, Andy Gambino with a $5 in a parallel universe, richest president. Oh, man, that's good. I'd be pretty freaking good, I have to admit. Really. I'm not afraid to make that call. I'm not afraid to push the red button if I gotta. But I'll make a very good decision. You'll see. I'm used to not sleeping, so I could talk to all the other countries when they're awake. I think I do that now. Thank you very much, Andy Gambino. And wasn't there a super chat from Hellfire earlier or somebody? Thank you. I don't know if I pressed the thing here for you. I'm sorry if I didn't. Thank you, Mr. Andy Gambino, for your £5 contribution to GUFON Enterprises. Duly noted, a continuing supporter of GUFON, and we thank you for your services. You get a free meatball in the mail. Send a salami to your boys in the army. In your army. Grazie, mucho grazie. Yeah, we should get to 200 likes and 50 comments. That's what we need in this show. For the algorithm to love us, we need to see that. We almost got it there last show, but it's been a couple of days, so... well, I got to play another video for you because the one I played here, I have no idea what was being said. And now we're just wasting times. Oh, you son of a bitch. Rich, you son of a bitch. Times? I'm just marking
Thank you
down.
to Brilliant.
See, you know what happened? I'm so conscious of speaking perfectly now, I can't speak. Every show I put the pressure on myself. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that pressure off right now. I'm going to take that pressure off. I am. Hold on a sec. You know you got this, right? Yeah. Been doing it forever. 16 years. I know. Come on, man. Lift your shoulders up. Be proud of yourself. Who cares what people think? I really don't care. Well, you do. Then what's wrong with you, man? Snap out of it. Got a job to do. People are coming here, getting off work. They want to see you, and they want to laugh, man. You're not funny. You're not being funny. What's the matter? Tell me what's the matter. I'm afraid nobody likes me. I should punch your lights out while we're sitting here. Do you know how many people are here right now? No. Well, you should look. Look. Okay. That's nice. I appreciate that. Well, whatever happened to that guy who was prideful of everything he said? I'm prideful. I don't think you are anymore. I think you're losing it. I'm not losing it. I still got it. I'm just overthinking, that's all. Well, stop thinking about it. And get out there and do it. You're a man, aren't you? From what I heard, I think I am. What do you mean? Out of the media? Oh, don't you listen to the media. I can't help it. I'm back! I snapped out of it. Oh, that's great. Thanks, Rich. Anytime. All right. Well, let me play this video for you. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. Refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to play this video for you. Here we go.
.org for supporting PBS. What if every single black hole that formed in our universe sparked the Big Bang of a new universe? Cosmological natural selection proposes exactly this. But even better, it claims to be able to test the hypothesis.
precious! My precious!
Physicists have been struggling for some time to figure out why our universe is so comfy. Why, for example, are the fundamental constants, like the mass of the electron or the strength of the forces, just right for the emergence of life? Tweak them too much and life, stars, galaxies, the universe as we know it wouldn't exist. In recent episodes, we explored one possible explanation for this, the anthropic principle, and the idea of the multiverse. If there are countless universes with different fundamental constants, then it's not surprising that a few exist with the right numbers for life, and certainly not surprising that we find ourselves in one of those good ones. But if you don't like the anthropic principle, and many scientists don't, then rest assured there's an alternative. You only need to accept two things: that our universe formed inside a black hole, and that universes can evolve.
Oh, that's amazing. That right there is good yarn. Exactly, Sir Wolf. It's a language I understood a little bit. And all you need is a little bit to fake it. I'm going to fake like I know what he said. Capiche? Oh, hey, it's a two capiche show. We haven't had a two capiche show in months. Ma, more meatballs for everybody. Hey, orders to go with a 5 yarner there. Thank you very much. Play the Who Are They song. Hey, all right. See what I can do. Because you're a continuing supporter of GUFON, of course, orders to go with a $5 super chat. Play the What Are They? It's called the Crop Circle Song by Greg Brown. G-R-E-G-G Brown. This is for you. Orders to go. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. Mucho gusto generoso. A mucho gusto generoso. You can make a song out of anything. You really can. Anytime you want. Anytime you need. Out of request for orders to go. It's a Crop Circle song, kids, by Greg Brown.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
They mean shut up. And what are they anyway?
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change?
Thank you, Greg Brown, with the Crop Circle song. Greg Brown, everybody. Thank you, orders to go for the $5 super chat. Mucho gusto generoso. It's a pretty good night, I got to admit. Monday's taken off like we never thought it would. What are we talking about? Well, that video we just watched before the Crop Circle song guy, Greg Brown, everybody. We're talking about our black holes creating other universes. And this is my theory. This is the one I have always thought about. I have to be honest with you. I watch all of these things, but I thought about that when I was in high school, 7th grade, 8th grade, somewhere around there. I used to think that the black holes that are even at the center of our galaxy, most of them have supermassive black holes, what they're called. And I think they are the vacuum cleaner of space. Yeah. They are the Woombies. Is it the Woombas? They're the Woombas of the galaxy. And that's how things are created and destroyed, not in that order. Something must have happened in space, right? Something. Where there was nothing. And everybody talks about the Big Bang Theory. What if, I'm just theorizing here, because I think I like this theory. I just thought about it as we were doing the show. That's how quick it comes. Einstein woke up one day, wrote out a riddle, and it turned out to be E equals MC squared. That's how quick things happen. Well, that's the story. Now I forgot. No, I didn't. So there's nothing almost as black as this disclosure behind me. Well, everything around it. And let's say that it's just energy chilling, right? But somehow it started chilling, and over trillions, maybe quadrillion years or whatever it is, somehow it just started to turn into vortexes. And then they spun so fast they created gravity and light, and just somehow they started bouncing into each other, sucking, making new, and the next thing you know, galaxies are forming everywhere from all of these multiple tornadoes we call black holes. And that's all of the dark matter and everything. But now we have another problem, but I don't know the answer to, is that we've got all this empty space. But yet we still have all these stars and galaxies and black holes. And I think these supermassive black holes, even the ones that aren't so super, they just randomly go around and destroy everything and shoot it out the ass end of it, creating what we think would be something from nothing. And maybe, just maybe, all that black, if you want to start over with another theory, all that black gets impaled with all of what, maybe from another dimension or another universe, and it shot out and it went into our universe. Why not? That's the only way there's multiple universes. That didn't make sense. All of the black holes just start banging into each other, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And this time they're creating a big black void, but a spinning void of gravity and destruction and creation all at once. And then they all maybe just implode in on each other. Who knows? You ever see a lot of bubbles being blown into another bubble? You ever see that when people do that? And all these little bubbles start forming and they fill up the inside of the balloon. So you have all of these little, and they look like squares, all these things inside of a balloon or a bubble. Well, you squeeze one extra one in there, and guess what happens? It explodes, or it becomes another bubble inside of the other bubble. You ever seen that being done? That reminds me of what's happening to the multiple universe thing that they're talking about. I think it was only 9 months ago that NASA went along with this. But it's nothing new. They've been talking about it for years. But now that NASA's interested, or somehow is giving the, we think we're going to study it. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Who cares? That's what we got science for. And scientists, they're doing all that shit. They've been doing that for years. I keep wanting to call that guy Bill Hader for some reason. The head of NASA. But imagine you've got all of these universes. Now, they're getting all inside the bubble, right? And they're filling up the bubble. And then that's going to explode. And it's almost like a never-ending cycle. An infinite creation and destroy and evolution in one. And not only that, that happens to everything inside of the universe too. The sun lives a certain amount of years. right? All the suns 10 billion, 20 billion, 5 billion. It's a young sun at 10 billion years old. That's young? 5 billion. All right, that's better. Right? Then you got things like Mars. A rock hits it. We don't know how it got the way it is. It was probably a water planet at first, but I think the atmosphere was probably too... Nah, it can't be, because they got that big scar on there. That looked like a big Oumuamua type object just went sideways into it. Took out a whole canyon worth of rock and dirt. It doesn't look like that either. But the Earth goes through it too. Everything lives and dies. We have plate tectonics and everything goes, underneath one and gets crushed, and the other stuff is going over the other stuff and it's crushing it, creating new lands, new mountains. I think it's never ending. I think that's just the heartbeat of a universe. Whether there's multiple universes, I have a hard time with that. I really do. There may be a multiple universe, but I don't think we'll ever see it. I don't think we can. But somehow, some people think that there's glimpses of it that appear. I don't know about that. I've never seen that before. I want to show you this video. Damn it. They're all so... I really can't. I mean, I watched it. I could tell you about it after you watch a little bit of it, so I could do that. This is, I believe, Europa. Yeah, this is Europa. And it's got these cool lines on it, like these curves. And they call them clompoids or something. I don't know. Here we go. You'll see.
Your attention to this weird repeating arc pattern. Each segment of arc is roughly 100 kilometers long, and there are a lot of these arc patterns. Most of them are ridges raised up above the surrounding surface, though a few are troughs. After they were discovered, their shape reminded scientists of a mathematical curve called a cycloid, so the Europa curves are called cycloid curves, though technically they're not cycloids. These curves are weird. Geological and astrophysical processes are really good at making round features, or straight features, or wavy features, but what causes repeated arcing cycloids?
He's gonna tell us. Should we let him? I can't. I got 8 seconds left.
Well, we think that the European surface is made of frozen water at least several miles thick, which we believe is floating on top of an ocean of...
I can't play anymore. 4 seconds.
Liquid water. This means its surface kind of works the way tectonic plates do here on...
And it keeps circling and circling and circling and circling. All right,
on Earth, spreading apart and generating new ice, crashing together and being subducted, and so on.
Anyway, I wanted to show that because it's a real interesting feature that's all over Europa. It's not just on one place. There's a lot of them and they go over each other. But there's no mathematical wizardry behind it. It's just the way Europa is. It's ice and ice water playing their role on a spinning globe with gravity and heat from underneath. And that's just Europa. Apparently, there may be life in the European oceans. Life we probably wouldn't recognize. But I tend to believe that in this universe, we are all made from the same stuff. Would you not agree with that? Would you not agree with that? Everything, methane, lava, gold, silver, we're all made from the same stardust. We have to be. We all come from the same place, apparently. Do we know that's even true? How do they know? that we're all made of the same stuff when all we can do is take samples from our own solar system. I think that's a little bit narcissistic. I don't believe it. I think the reason there's so much space in between everyone, it's because we're acclimated to a certain type of solar system design. If we go over there, we may not be able to handle the gravity, even if we enter within that solar system. We may not be able to handle the sunlight coming from that star, even though most of the suns we see are supposed to be made up of the same stuff, right? Isn't that what the theory is? Right? Hydrogen nuclear reactor type of shit. That's what we think. But how do we know? We just don't know. Just like we can't tell what's right in front of us on a telescope. You think we can figure out there's multiple universes? And imagine in another universe with different laws. Maybe their dirt isn't really dirt at all. Maybe they have something totally different. You know, maybe their sky isn't air, isn't methane, isn't whatever else is out there. It could be all new elements that we can't even imagine. I'm talking elements like everything, we would be destroyed. We wouldn't even be able to exist in that universe because we're not even close to being made up of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, we're made up of all the same stuff, we think, in this universe. But how do you know what it's like in another universe? If there are multiple universes. I don't know, man. My head's going to explode. That's the whole thing. I don't have a degree on it. This is called layman Biden talk. I'm speaking in layman terms under Biden brain. Oh no, I broke the Biden brain. That's right. I went back to old G. This is the old G. It's almost like the new G, but not quite as old as the old G. This is like in between G. This is when I thought G was most energetic. Made a lot of sense. Who am I? What am I? Why am I? But I was looking around. What's that? I was on the internet today. And, whoa, oh, it's another topic. Here we go. Whoa, man. Dude, next time, drive a little better. Use the brakes earlier or something. On to the next topic, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. But I want to say thank you for everybody hanging out tonight on GUFON. It is Monday. It is the beginning of a work week, but let's not let that keep us down. All right, we got about another hour left. So this is the part of the show I like. I like the second half better than the first. Because I like talking about what's going on in the world around me. I don't like talking about other stuff. Okay, we can talk about it for 5 minutes. I was going to talk about it, then I said, no, I don't want to talk about it. And then I said, well, we can make it its own show. But I thought it might be boring to talk about Disneyland being haunted. You know what I mean? You hear what I'm saying? There's myths and legends, or urban legends for that matter. Spooky secrets. Oh no! Oh no. I can't believe what I saw today. The most, you know what? And I'm sorry I have to say this. Please don't get mad at me. Just don't. This is my opinion. And this shouldn't happen, what I saw today. Demi Lovato has her own show, as you know. Unidentified. And it's on, I believe, Peacock or something like that, right? Where? Let me see where it's at. Peacock. And you can say what you want about Greer. You can say what you want about Wilcock. You can say what you want about anybody. But Demi Lovato did the lowest thing I've ever seen. And I'm not buying her sincerity at all. But to me, this is a disgrace to the paranormal world. Because she has a TV show. But there is no reason to sing to the ghost, to showcase your voice, to sell albums. Now you know the truth behind Demi Lovato. It's all about money. She should be exiled out of this field for that. And if Dr. Greer's watching this, I'm sorry, your girl gotta go, bro. She ain't all that. You hear me? She gots to go. I just wanted to say it that way. She does. She needs to get out. And I'm going to show you why she needs to go. This is absolutely... Now, you're going to say, hey, Rich, calm down. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Has anybody... And this is what you're going to say, because I'm saying it and I know you're thinking it. But don't be taken by the lie. Oh, Rich, she's just singing. Have you ever seen anybody sing to a ghost before? Yes, I have. Have you ever seen somebody like Demi Lovato sing to a ghost before? I don't care. I don't care. All right? It's like if a guy who is a baseball player, an all-star baseball player, wears his uniform to go ghost hunting. That's what she did. Bat in hand and glove on the other. Seriously. There is no need for her to sing for 2 minutes to a ghost. What a sellout. Who'd she learn it from, I wonder? Embarrassing. And they're talking to a ghost, apparently, who doesn't like men. And they're doing the old beep. And every time she would ask it something, it would give a correct reply. Like magic. I've been doing this 16 years. That may have happened 2 times. Okay? She goes out 4 days and boom, she's already talking to ghosts. She's gots to go. But apparently the ghost doesn't like men. So the other 2 of her friends who were really freaking annoying are told to wait out. Okay, wait outside the room. Like, you can still see them on camera. But because the ghost wasn't answering, they thought... Well, then she asked a question, do you not want the men in here? Beep. So they leave. Are you okay that they're not here? Can I talk to you? Beep. Okay. Do you not like men? Beep. Were you abused by men? Beep. Gee, what other agenda are they pushing on this show? This is a whole side of the... You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? They're trying to push their narrative on us. Doesn't even matter now that it's in this genre. UFOs, they couldn't help but take everything out of ufology. But now they're going to ruin ghost hunting. They're bringing up all these ghosts that have identity problems. Well, she doesn't like to be called a ghost. She'd rather be called a dead person because she was a person. Actually, she just said not dead, deceased. Then she said, no, don't say deceased, say not living. Okay, it's a not living entity. Wait, she just told me not to say entity. Well, damn it, bitch, tell me, what do I say? All right, I'm going to show you why I'm so embarrassed for the paranormal world. The scariness has begun. No! What is it? Oh, that's Demi Lovato. Oh, okay. And I say take a look at the undercarriage here. This is Balchinian, everybody.
Feel like there's nothing left of me.
Yep, that's all you get, folks, because that's all the time we have for Demi Lovato SELLOUT. Thank you, Demi Lovato, for playing along in the Peacock's version of Ghost Hunting. Good night, everybody. I'll see you later, Demi. Unbelievable. Cause nothing said this to you. Yeah. Come on this show. No. Don't come on this show. Nope. If somebody said, Rich, Demi Lovato's coming on your show whether you like it or not, and you have a choice. I have a choice. Would I want her on? Hell yeah. Because I care about you guys to put her on the spot. And you know what kind of conversation that would be? Demi, why did you decide to sing to the ghost? Had nothing to do with your new album coming out on November 9th, is it? All right. Just saying. Got a new album coming out. That's all. No, I don't know if she does, but I'm sure she's got something new coming out. What's that? She came out? We already know. You got a butterfly. Oh, it's a Mothra. She's got a Mothra on her neck. You see that? Miss Balchinia, everybody. How you doing, Debbie Balchinia? Unbelievable, disgraceful, distasteful. That ghost, wish it was really gone. She has no idea. Actually, it's not a bad idea to sing. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. But I don't like it that Demi did it. Because it looks like a sellout. Now, I'm not saying it is. Oh, my neck hurts. I'm not saying it is. But it is. That's not what you do. We know you can sing. You don't need to sing on a paranormal show. How does that have any... Well, nobody's ever done it like that before, Rich. I know. Well, maybe it's a pretty good idea. It was a good idea. It was. And maybe because 90% of the paranormal community is men, that men wouldn't sing on camera like that. Now, as much as I think what Demi did was wrong, I guess what I'm saying is we need to have more singing when we do paranormal ghost hunting. Don't you think? What a sellout. She knows she has an audience. No freaking wonder. She's getting bigger audience now than she would if she sold out. That's not even on purpose what I just said there. Madison Square Garden. That was pretty good. I know, I keep talking about it, but it makes me angry. No, I don't mind if people sing. I just don't want her doing it because it looks bad. Not because it's a bad idea. The idea is fine. But it's just silly. She's a professional singer singing on a paranormal show. Doesn't that make... It's silly. She's taking advantage. Oh, well, you can't blame a girl. Yeah. Yeah, you know how many people I've talked to that can't stand her? Everybody. I don't know anybody who likes that show. And that's a shame, because that show brings a lot of entertainment value. You get to hear Demi singing as if that makes sense. Rich, you're taking it out of context. She's doing it to a ghost to soothe her. She's trying to soothe the ghost that hates men. Why not find out why she hates men? Maybe she's the problem. Maybe the ghost is the problem. You know what I mean? We don't know the story. That's just one ghost's story. We need to hear the guy's side of the story. It's bullshit. Next thing you know, the male ghost comes in and you hear the beeper go doo 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 doo. It's Morse code. It's SOS. Save my ship. This bitch taking everything. We're going down. Oh, I forgot. 2 to 3 times a show, I have to play our president, because he is our president, you know. So we should start paying respect to Joe, just like we did with the other guy. Don't want to say. Did I miss a $20 super chat? Oh, hey ho, Black Lotus, what are you doing? My goodness gracious, Great Balls on Fire. I'm sure the ghost Demi is singing to is wishing it was dead. I know. Right? It wishes it was gone. It wish it went to the light. Damn it, why didn't I go to the light when it came by? That $20 super chat. That's nothing to sneeze at, my friend. Thank you very much. And you get one of these. Nah, this one. A continuing supporter of GUFON, Black Lotus Productions, with a $20 super chat. Mucho gusto generoso. Black Lotus Productions. Giddy up. I said giddy up. I said giddy up. Can somebody turn the video? It's time for Biden clip of the day.
This is why I love Joe Biden right
We're
here.
committed to changing that. Just imagine if instead of denying millions of Americans the ability to own their own
What
home
is that?
and build generational wealth, we made it possible.
What did I miss? What did I miss? I missed something. What happened?
Wrong.
These are the reasons why I love Joe Biden right
We're
here.
committed to changing that. Just imagine if instead of denying millions of Americans the ability to own their own
What
home
is that?
and build generational wealth, we made it
Oh,
possible.
I see. I see. Well, that's the clip of the day. So there might be 2 a show if there's any room for it. Just a little something to take in. What's that? No. No. All right, how about this? I was going to talk about this. Man, that Demi got me going. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't believe she actually sang. I mean, who does that? It was a good idea. It really was. As much as I don't think she should have done it, it was still a good idea. Anything's good. Yeah, Ghost Adventures played marching band music for ghosts and old war sounds from, like, you know, reenactments of what it would sound like in the Revolution or something. You know what I mean? You got to try anything to trigger a reaction. But I don't like it that Demi is a professional singer. It looks bad. Now, if she tried doing something totally different other than singing, maybe play the flute. What's this one? What are we doing? Top 7 Disney myths, urban legends. Oh yeah, I never got to it. I'm not really interested. I'll play 2. One of these. Just one. Alright, hold on. I gotta find it. Here we go. Why isn't it playing?
Pirates is Pirates of the Caribbean. Back in the 70s while the ride was being built, a welder by the name of George died inside while working on the ride. Some say he was crushed and others say he fell. Either way, the urban legend is that the ride is haunted by this construction worker. No one has ever seen George in person, but it's said cast members have heard mysterious footsteps, gotten phone calls from an empty control room, and have seen him show up on the ride monitors. Apparently the burning—
Wait, that was real? George? That was George.
And have seen him show up on the ride monitors. Apparently, the burning town scene is where George's spirit lurks. Guests have said to feel a chill around this part of the ride, but in general, I always find pirates a little extra chilly.
So yeah, so the theory is that George, if you don't, like when the person who opens up the park or the ride or whatever that day, if they don't announce on the loudspeaker, "Good morning, George," and then at the end of the day say, "Good night, George," if you don't do that, George will get a little bit upset and start to, you know, well, people have come to the park to open up and part of the ride was on. How could that have been? Couldn't be a human error, because humans would never make mistakes like that. No, everything's got to be shut off, and you can't leave. You would know if you left a piece of the ride on, you would hear it. My friend used to work, I don't know if he still does, but he worked there for many years at Disneyland, Disney World in California. And he told me about some cool things, man. We even had an experience, and I talked about on here, where he found a wallet on the Pirates of the Caribbean of all rides. That's a coincidence. And he and I were bowling, because we used to be in a bowling league, and we were practicing, and a lady and her 2 kids came over, and the lady says, "Do you believe in psychics?" And we both said, and he goes, "I do." And I said, "I'm not too sure." She goes, "Well, I'm a witch." And anyway, to make a long story short, she asked us to give her a personal item to do a reading. He gave her the wallet. She goes, "I'm reading of a sailor wearing, you know, the white hat, and he's on a big ship." And he goes, "What?" And she started reading these people. He goes, "No, lady, you're wrong." She goes, "Are you sure that's your wallet? That's yours, right? Nobody gave it to you." And he goes, "Oh," he goes, "I found this on the Pirates of the Caribbean. And there was a picture of a sailor inside. He was a sailor." So there's weird things like that I believe in, because certain situations. But he used to tell me they used to have weird stuff happen over there too. But don't you think it's got to be just because of all the energy going through, right? There's lots of people going in and out of that place. And yeah, sometimes when you have 30,000 people, or maybe more than that, going through a park, some people are going to pass out and die. Maybe a heart attack or something. Deaths happen. And George died there. So some people say they still see him walking around. Yeah, my friend's name was Todd. He used to tell me all sorts of cool stuff. Seeing things on camera, you know, people naked and stuff, walking in the water of the pirates, you know, like trying to hide, take off all their clothes. They were like high and stuff. Pretty wild stuff. A lot of kids go there. They dare each other. Found lots of money falling out of people's pockets. All right. 3 ghost sightings at Disneyland.
What?
So we'll just pick one. I haven't watched it, but it's about Disney, so I can pretty much be happy with the results here. Here we go. Let's see. Let me pick one here. All right.
One way. Mr. One Way.
I can't do this to you. That wouldn't be right. I can't keep doing this to you with those things. All right, let's get to some real UFO talk here. We talked about multi-universes, not really much in depth, but you know, I thought the videos were going to give me more, and I couldn't think of another way to go about that other than the way I did. But if there are multiple universes, would you think there would be life out there? Do you think there would be life somewhere here? What is that, the Fibonacci? What is that thing? That Fibonacci theory? Where if you, take the odds of everything, it's almost like that other thing they had. Not Eric von Daniken's thing, the theory. Who was that guy's theory? Said there was like 10,000. What was the name of that? Well, anyway, they whittled everything down with the odds of other planets evolving at the same time would have the same type of technology. They said there might be 36 civilizations out there. That's it. Now, to me, that seems logical, that number, 36. Because I don't think it's extremely high, like 10,000. I do think that it might be that number. And we're all so far away that we will never find each other because of what I said earlier, because they may be a lot different than us. Like majorly different. Maybe there's a reason why. I mean, you have to think about it. Even though there's trillions and trillions of stars, planets, and all that other stuff out there. Trillions. To have another civilization, like in 100 years, like we have in the last 100 years, get up into this technological stage at this time, at this very minute, they are on the same thought process as us. They have AM, FM, stereo, radio. They have flat screen TVs. Are you kidding me? You know what the odds would have to be? They would have to have a planet that has seasons long enough for them to coagulate in the soup and become who they are. If we didn't have the moon, I don't think we'd be here or look like we do. You have to have stability. And a lot of planets have moons, if you haven't noticed. I think the moons are supposed to keep the one planet in a stable position. Maybe, maybe not. That may be the way the design is, though. Yeah, maybe that's why Jupiter has something like 69 moons. But anyway, a lot of weirdness going on in the universe. I say that this Earth is more paranormal than it is normal. And I think you agree with me. Now, I don't want to go back and talk about Lue Elizondo for a million minutes here. But I just can't get over. Let me bring this here. I think I wrote some stuff down. I was talking to the Cousins brothers last night. And they were talking about the email video that Post Disclosure World did. UFO Jesus. And they thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was bad. But the fact that Lue is trying to get his emails or get some verification of who he is at ATIP, that's what it is, I'm sorry, by writing Susan Goff in 2018, a year after they said that he didn't work there. He had no affiliation. No, that ATIP and OSAP were not UFO entities. I can't think of the words. It's the Biden factor. Camera goes, whir, whir, whir. I start spinning. So when they said that he didn't, in the article, have any affiliation with them, they corrected that ATIP and OSAP were UFO research groups, but they didn't correct the part that Lue Elizondo worked there as the director. They didn't fix it. So a year goes by and Lue emails her again and says, look, I've been nice. I've done this behind the scenes and you know, I've given you chance after chance. Please don't make this become a train wreck and make you guys look really bad. In a way, he's kind of throwing out a threat that if you don't give me my credit for working at ATIP, well, shit's going to go down. I think that shit's going to be in his book. That's a revelation. And UFO Jesus said the same thing. He said, A lot of stuff's going to come out in that book. And the thing is, Lue loves UFO Jesus more than anybody. Loves him. Thinks he's smart. Lue says, is he psychic? How does he know things that nobody else knows? He doesn't! Stop lying! UFO Jesus has never predicted anything in ufology, anything about you, ATIP, TTSA, or any of them. He's never once made a prediction. I know, I would have heard about it. So Lue again is trying to make this guy, this character, and now I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm figuring it out. Oh my God, it's just, and it hit me. It hit me. I know what Lue is up to. I know what Lue is up to. Lue wants to talk to people who do not know much. He wants to pump up the people that shouldn't be pumped up. He goes on the shows that don't make any sense. Why go on a show with 15 people watching? What's the point? Are you really that good of a person that you're trying to make all these channels huge for you? No. I figured it out. I swear to you, I figured it out. Tell me if I'm wrong. Lue is all disinformation. I know it's nothing new, but let me explain why it's a fact. You go on other shows, 20 people watching, 30 people, nobody cares. He gets to practice. Practice what he wants to say. Practice how to speak like a professional again. You're going to get in the zone. That's what he's doing before he makes this big announcement in a few weeks. So he goes on these other platforms where nobody could hear him because he's practicing. You get it? But at the same time, in some places, he doesn't look too polished. So then I start thinking, well, he's trying to show a side of him that really isn't real. This is unbelievable. Why would you go on somebody's show where you get the least amount of publicity? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. So I have to think that Lue is just using people, in my opinion, to better himself, to get into the zone. Because I know what it's like to do a show every single night. You're kind of on. And if I took 2-3 days off, I wouldn't feel the same as I did if I went every night. It would take me a minute to get back into it. They don't want any drop off from Lue. Lue's got to be sharp. He's got to be able to answer that question without looking like he's hurt, without showing emotions. That's why it's okay for him to do that on SOR. It's okay for him to call Greer a terrorist, a crybaby. It's okay to lose your cool, Lue, but you won't do it on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and all the other people out there, will you, Lue? That'll never happen. Because you're going to be polished. That's how you know this is all bullshit. And then you have the people who don't know much promote you. And you know what that tells the audience? It's confusing because they don't know shit about the real ufology. They know what Lue told them. So they're going to spread it on the low end. And it'll work and it'll trickle its way up a little bit over time. That's why he does it now. Because in a few weeks, all of the talk about him is going to be at the apex. He's going to go on 10, 15 shows, which he's already going on. It's going on shows again. And it's like feeding. So then, if these people are talking about Lue, and, you know, like, why would Lue go on a guy's show called UFO Jesus? It makes everything confusing, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. That's why you hear different things coming out of Lue. That's why they are a threat to, well, they may be a threat. It's not China and Russia. Well, it could be China and Russia. Right? Right? I worked in ATIP, but they said I didn't. That's not right. Yeah, Lue is disinformation. It's all about weapons. It's all about this new technology that may be the rumor that we're hearing that's going to be before Thanksgiving. Doesn't it make sense? It's to get us distracted. It's to get us distracted. Now, what if David Fravor was in on it? And then they got Alex Dietrich in on it. Or maybe she was scared at first and she didn't feel confident about the script until months later. And then she showed up as somebody, maybe they planned it this way. 6 months later, David Fravor had a co-pilot, so to speak, let's just say a wing, someone on his wing. I don't know what the frig they call it, I forget. But her name is Alex Dietrich. She too saw the Tic Tac out over the waters there. And we are going to hear for the first time her corroborating story of a UFO that looked like a Tic Tac. We'll be right back here on 60 Minutes, right after this message from Douche. And there she is. There she is. All in her script. I got to tell you, David Fravor was on TV for 6 or 7 episodes months after the Tic Tac event happened. He was doing a documentary. What a coincidence. The documentary comes out a year after the Tic Tac. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then years later, we're now seeing David Fravor on TV again. Who's got, and that's what they did. They said, who has TV experience? And they said, and he said, well, I do, Chief. Come with me. We want to talk to you. They sit Fravor down. They go, look, this new technology we have, we can't let the public know that it's ours. We need you to come up with the UFO story. Now, there's going to be other players. You're not going to know who it is. But you're all going to be saying something that is scripted. And I want to know if you're... This is for everything that is sacred to America. This is a new technology that will protect us. Well, what is it? It's a hypersonic missile. But we can have it hover and do other things that nobody else's can. But anyway, I need to know if you can help us put out a disinformation campaign. And if you can, you can't tell anybody about it. You know the consequences. We will make you look bad. Are you in? He's in. He gets the script. He says, hey, you read the script, but I don't want you to read it word for word when you talk about it. I want you to come up with your own version. You hear me? Something you could remember. We're going to give you 6 months. They rolled it out. Lue got a script too. Say you worked at this group called ATIP. And then we'll have Susan Goff put out a little confusion in this article, and everything will be out there, and they'll retract it. And then we'll say there's off-world vehicles, and then they'll retract it. You see? But it's all to hide this new technology. They're trying to throw us off. That's why Lue's talking about spiritual shit, and we don't have the technology to even know how to, track it, learn it, know it. Lue's making it out to be like this demon-esque type being. That's weird. It is. It's weird. It's a disinfo campaign. Dead serious. The whole thing doesn't make sense, but it makes sense when I put it together. David Fravor. Now, poor Kevin Day, the radar operator, and the other guy, who was the other radar guy, they had two of them, right? Those guys didn't know what was going on. These blips showed up because they made them show up. And it's even possible they flew that technology around everybody to get a reaction from people. So everybody sees it. Then it makes it more real. But a few people will see it on radar, and 2 other people will see it from their airplanes, allegedly. What Fravor described doesn't make sense. Going like a ping pong ball, ding, ding, in a glass. You know how fast that is? So many things, so many options. Of course they knew where he was going to be. It's all fixed. These aren't psychic aliens. They didn't read his mind. Well, they know I'm going to go over to this coordinate. And when I got there, it was there waiting for me. Well, it could have been a different Tic Tac that just randomly happened to be there. And maybe they were watching you run your little sorties for weeks on end. They knew you were going to go there. Because that's where you go. Every other day. But anyway, I wanted to throw that out there because I don't think Lue gives a crap. There's people out there saying that Lue has done so much for the public. What? Confuse them is what he did. You saw when we walked around Santa Monica asking people around the beach, do you know what a UAP is? Nobody knew. They were just wondering if the aliens are attacking. Are we going to get attacked by aliens? That's all they heard. That's what Lue did for the general population. That's it. For you and me, ufology has never been as exciting as it has been. And there's 3 sides to this entire situation that's been happening the last few years. The truth, a lie, or somewhere in the middle. If Lue is telling the truth, let's look at everything Lue did real quick. Where are we now? We're trying to get the office of Secretary of Defense on UAPs inside the Department of Defense at the Pentagon. The SOD inside the DOD at the Pentagon. That's what we're trying to do. That's what Lue's trying to do. And he thinks it's going to happen next year. So, that will expunge the UAPTF, and there will be a permanent office inside the DOD for the SOD at the Pentagon. It's UAP, not UFO. What does UAP mean? Unidentified aerial phenomena. What does it really mean? Government sightings, pilot sightings, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, and Space Force sightings. That's right. Pilot sightings. Commercial? No. Yes. Even commercial. But not public. Anything non-government is... What is it? A UFO. We get the one with the stigma attached to it. You know, the Travis Walton stigma. The Betty and Barney Hill stigma. Even the Billy Meyer stigma. George Adamski stigma. That's what we get. But you know what they have? Hypersonic objects flying at Mach 10. Flying at speeds that are 0 to 10,000 miles an hour in just a split second. Making right-angled turns at 7,500 miles an hour. That would kill a human, but it would not kill an alien? We don't know. But we've seen occupants inside these UFOs. You have? Yeah, and some HD pictures. Who said this? Lue said it. Can we see them? No. 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 Why not? How cool would that be? He didn't say humans, he said occupants. I know what he said. Can't see them. Why not? Because they're occupants. Do I have to spell it out for you? A-L-I-E-N-S. Aliens. Ah, that's what occupants means. Duh. All right. So Lue is really telling us that there's aliens inside of these UAPs? I think he is. Doesn't that go against his NDA? Doesn't that go against his NDA talking this way? How could he talk this way? There have been some HD high-definition photos of occupants inside of these UAPs. Lue, what? Why'd you say that? There's aliens. I didn't say, I said occupants. I didn't say aliens. I know, but... Yeah, it says here in my NDA I can't say aliens. I said occupants. Got it. Thanks, Lue. You can go back to your room. I didn't say anything, man. I swear to God, I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. Disinfo. Look it up. Lue is disinfo. He should be in jail for saying that. Prison. Federal. Whatever. To me, that is throwing out a mighty big matzo ball. To say something like that? Lue? Are you kidding me? That should go against his NDA. What do we got here? What is this? Oh. Oh? Wait a second. Wait a second. Make sure you wish a happy Mole Day to Lue Elizondo and Christopher Mellon. This is from Alien Scientist. For their excellent work hijacking modern ufology, rebranding it as UAP, and making sure any conversation about the science or tech is replaced with interdimensional hoo-ha, skinwalkers, and remote viewing. Dude, I was just talking about that. I can't believe this. Look at this. There it is. Unbelievable. Ha ha ha. That is great. Unreal. Yep, that's what they did. They hijacked ufology as we knew it and rebranded it as UAP, and making sure any conversation about the science or technology is replaced with interdimensional hoo-ha, skinwalkers, and remote viewing. Genius. Genius. It's true. I was saying that earlier, something like spiritual shit. Alien scientists on top of that one. Man. Man, I really like that. Wow. It's true. It's true. See, I'm not the only one that feels that way. Oh, what is this? What is this? Here's a good one. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. You got to watch this. This is David Wilcock talks about how they capture the Greys at Area 51. How much BS can one man sling? Ready? In 5, 4. Oh, hold on. 3. Stop it. 2. No. Go. Go.
Or tendons or what have you, then you can fight it in the physical world as well, right? So they are physical beings that can die. That's right. Right. So hence my AR-15. So I have expanding copper tip bullets because I've also been told that copper has specific properties against supernatural forces as well. So one of the strange things that I heard is that if you live in a desert area, Greys don't like walking on sand or dirt of any kind. They can't. They actually.
Hold on. Is his head... Something's wrong here. Is this somebody playing with the video? Is this not extra large? I'm not joking. I mean, look. Look at how big it is. The cranium is really big.
Actually can't. They really, really don't like it. So apparently one of the ways that they will capture the Greys around Area 51 is just put a little piece of wood on the desert floor. And the Grey will never walk off of a wooden plate.
A Grey would never walk on a wooden plate. Look at his head. That's gigantuous.
The desert sand. He really can't walk on the desert for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's a silica or a silicon
But these guys are speeding around.
issue, because that's if their body absorbs nutriment, right? Yeah. If they soak through their skin, then their whole body is sort of like something it could ingest. The silica and the quartz is made out of silicon, right? The element silicon, right? So quartz is just different color quartz are silicon elements with different so-called impurities like iron or what have you. Like that. What is happening is that they go through this ceremony, they terminate the victim, they remove the blood.
All right, I can't play the rest of that humbo jumbo. God, look at his freaking head. My goodness, it's happening. It's happening. David Wilcock is really an alien. And he's starting to change into his form. He does have a flying car. You know what it is? It's a UFO. He's not from this earth. He's not. I think he's an alien. What's that? What's this? Yeah, I played this yesterday, I thought.
NASA administration.
This is Bill Nelson says UFOs could be the work of intelligent extraterrestrial life. Yeah, we know. I mean, there's no reason to play it, is there? I don't. Yeah, all right, for a second.
Bill Nelson recently held a talk at the University of Virginia and made some interesting remarks about a possible connection between military sightings of unidentified flying objects and the search for intelligent extraterrestrial life. It is considered as an unprecedented statement by a NASA administrator, the most honest and forthright commentary to date on the UAP issue from a NASA administrator.
Hey, you know, Bill Nelson really looks like two things. He's had some work done. He had a facelift. He has that shiny look, that pulled back skin look of someone who had their face done. Or he's a freaking alien. He too is coming out of his shell. He's starting to break through that caramel apple exterior, and he's coming out and he's going to eat everything and everyone, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty. That's from section 51. I didn't even realize. I knew his voice sounded familiar. So, I don't want to play too much. Fair use it. It's amazing. Why are they doing it? Why? Why would NASA Bill Nelson do this? He's talking about multiple universes, aliens, and that aliens could be why we're seeing the UFOs. That's a pretty big matzo ball too. Is it not? That's amazing. If you think about it, this stuff never was talked about before in the past. Never. Never. I don't know if anybody saw this. About 12 hours ago, I don't know. Somebody said, I got it from Alien Girl 111. Oh, look at that. She says, Lue Elizondo has stated he currently works for a contractor. Do you think it is possible Lue Elizondo is currently working for a defense company like Lockheed Martin? Yes! Yes! And she did a vote on it, and 50% of people said yes. Yeah, well, of course you don't remember. Nobody really does. Hold on a second. Holy crap, I thought something... Never mind. 37 said no, and 12 I don't know. There was a question that was asked by Third Phase, or maybe it was Michael from Dark Hour Paranormal, and on an interview one day, I think it was on Dr. J Radio, it was, COVID, they asked Lue, have you seen anything from Lockheed Martin that could be mistaken for UFOs, or something like that? Have you seen anything from Lockheed Martin that could be mistaken as a UFO, or have you seen any new technology? And Lue says, I can't answer that. Translation, yeah. Because if he said no, then he didn't. But because he didn't answer, that means he did. Or he's lying. See, here's what I think with Lue. There's a script out there that was written for him. Oh yeah, I told that story. Damn it. Try to sneak that one in again. Yes, of course he's on a script. Now they got another question they didn't know would ever be asked. So anytime Lue can't answer the question, he has to go back to mommy and daddy and say, I got asked this question today. I didn't know how to answer it. How do you want me to answer it? Lue, put on your strings. We'll tell you how you're going to do it. And they marionette his ass around. Come on. Here's a good one. Astronauts. Would you trust an astronaut's story about UFOs more than anybody else? Now, I'm going to tell you something I don't think you'll agree. I don't think you can trust what an astronaut sees or says. Because they've never been up in space before. They've been underwater practicing. You understand? So if they see something in space for the first time, because it's the first time they've ever been in space. Some of these guys went up a few more times, yeah. But come on. They don't know. But they can tell us what they saw, and I think that's interesting. Sometimes they film that stuff. You know? Sometimes they film that stuff. Gordon Cooper saw things. Here's something I'm going to play for you. What is this? Where is it? Glowing object? This really isn't that great, but I'll play one of these. I don't trust them. I like that they can see stuff we will never see, but I don't trust them because they don't know. They're not handling it. They just see something that looks weird. Maybe they were all those secret launches and it's just something that's out there floating around in a dead zone, man.
Glowing object. During his astronaut activity, Musa Manaro spent 541 days in space altogether. However, one particular day in 1991 was to be exceedingly different from the rest of the space traveler's work assignments. While Manaro was on his way to the Mir space station, he spotted an elongated structure, which he had the presence of mind to capture with his camera. In the pictures, it is clear to see how the bright object seems to light up again and again. While the official explanations call the filmed structure nothing but ordinary space debris, Manaro has always stubbornly denied this thesis. Gordon Cooper's sightings. When NASA introduced the first 7 astronauts in its history on April 9th, Gordon Cooper was the youngest of all the would-be space travelers. On May 15, 1963, the time had finally come. Cooper made his first spaceflight as part of the Mercury Atlas 9 mission. 2 years later, the American was also to be part of the core team of the Gemini program. Even more memorable than the space flights, however, is an eerie apparition Cooper had glimpsed as early as 1951, while the then Air Force pilot was on a routine flight. He is said to have suddenly encountered a gigantic collection of UFOs. However, this was not the last eerie sighting that the American...
Get out of town. Gordon Cooper, really? That guy was a UFO buff. Everybody knows that. But no matter what, he saw something. I think that's neato. That's just wonderful. Gordon Cooper. Have you ever seen? What is this? What is this? Wait a second. Oh, this is the Lue Elizondo email. Oh, no. Listen to this. I have to read this. This is the letter Lue wrote, I think, to Tom DeLonge. I apologize for the late response. Been on the road lately. Not an excuse, just an explanation. While I don't endorse any particular researcher, group, or website, I do appreciate thoughtful, fact-based reporting, even if it is a narrative or even an editorial. UFO Jesus has, in the past, stated things that I know to be true, along with very few others, that somehow he's been told or he is extremely insightful and gifted at reading the tea leaves. Either way, he has provided information to his audience that I know to be accurate and factual without me or anyone else I know engaging him. So one of the three options: 1, he has someone or someones on the inside advising him. 2, he is extremely astute at reading between the lines. 3, he is clairvoyant. My guess, he is a bit of number 1 and number 2. Don't let his cheeky approach to his methods fool you. He is definitely a shrewd observer and obviously very serious about his pursuit. If you ask me, we need more people like him asking the hard questions, not less. Best, Lue. That just proves one thing. Because you and I have been watching everything that UFO Jesus has said and done since 2017. I think I'm the one who gave him the name, UFO Jesus. Some will dispute that I didn't, but I did. I know I did. And then he recanted being UFO Jesus after a year because someone told him if he wore a shirt and tie, people will take him more seriously and lose the UFO Jesus, which is why the UCR group did the same thing. They went into shirt and tie mode because people will take you more seriously in mainstream media. And that's the fault of mainstream media, but they are on the same side as mainstream media. They all are. 90%. All of the shows that Lue goes on, that's why he hasn't been on Third Phase of Moon. He's supposed to be on it, but he's not. He won't come here. I never asked. I bet you if I'm going to ask. He won't come on, but I'm going to ask tomorrow morning. Oh, shit, I'll do it right after the show. I'm going to ask Lue to come on this show. He won't, because he has handlers. They got to watch out for their investment. See, that's how you know when there's a script, when you have people handling your business for you, when they're telling you what to say and what not to say. But he's got a reputation. So what? Who cares if he's on CNN? Yeah, YouTube gets more views than CNN, MSNBC, and I don't know about Tucker Carlson. But collectively, Lue's being seen more here than he would there. That's a fact. Anytime any of his videos are shared on Third Phase of Moon and other huge channels, that's more than mainstream media. He needs us. But when he has handlers who handle his business, kind of lose a little respect for that. I don't like it. Why wouldn't Lue? They don't trust him? They don't trust their number one guy to go on third phase or even here? He won't come on here. I guarantee it. He should. I would treat him respectfully like I do every guest. Hey, I treat people the way I want to be treated. So Lue would get all the respect on the planet if he showed up. So I am going to ask. And I don't know if I'll get an answer or reply. We'll see what happens. But if he went on Fessler, Uncle Fester's show, pull out the snooze alert. Man, that was bad. I'm telling you, there would be hard questions. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know some people are laughing. Lue's never going to go on. That's fine. I just want to see. I just want to see if he'd come on this show. I don't hate Lue. I just don't like the verbiage, the narrative. And I've got my own questions. That's all. That's all. I didn't see UFO Jesus do anything magical. I just don't get it. But anyway, so that's it, everybody. I want to thank you for coming on tonight. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. But thank you, moderators and super chatters. Oh shit. I didn't say thank you to you guys. I have people I have to say thank you to. Hold on. I can't find your emails anymore. When people used to send me a month ago, you guys would send me PayPal support and your email would be there. Now it's not there anymore. So I have no way to thank you with an email like I used to. So I'm doing it now. This is from Hungry Dragon again. Thank you very much, Hungry Dragon, with the $5 PayPal. And also, who this? Hey, I know that person. Dusty Plastics. Thank you very much for the $5.76 PayPal. And the other day, there was a few that came in here that I've never seen before. So I want to say that real quick. Come on. I got so many emails coming through. Kevin Keeler with $7.50. And also, hey, from the mothership, DB Cooper with a $20 one. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. And there's one more, I thought. And, yeah. Nope, that was last week, but I'll say it again. Dusty Plastics with another $5.75 and Hungry Dragon. Yeah, I did these already. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it. And let me see if I missed anybody on the show. I don't like missing anybody. But thank you guys. Let me see. Here we go. Nope, I got everybody. All right. So, you know what that means. We're good to go. I said we're good to go. Thank you very much. That's how the show keeps going, moderators and super chatters, with all your help. Thank you very much. And newcomers and veterans, thank you for giving the show a few minutes. Without you, come on. Come on. You know what I mean? Don't forget, if you like the show, come back and subscribe. Subscribe now. Thumbs up it. I need 200 every show, and I need 50 comments. Just go in and say great show, bad show, whatever you feel show. But none of that let's go crap. I have to delete it. I just gotta. I like it, but you can put let's go rich, and that'll make me think of it. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. I'm Rich from GUFON because truthology is ufology. Isn't it? All right, Uncle Gusto's got to say goodbye. Good night, everybody. Thank you. I forgot something.